For the first time in forever. We're on the tram.
I'm gonna call for no for the boarding, no for the boarding.
Now, for most people, this wouldn't be that big of a deal, but this is the first time in 5 years that I've been on a Disney tram at EPCOT because of COVID. Definitely, that's the only reason whatsoever, not laziness or anything like that. Obviously, we're not here only for the trams. We're actually here for some new food booths, and Soarin over California is debuting here in Florida for the first time in, I think, over 10 years, and I'm so excited for that. Rumor has it some of the food booths that were supposed to be opening this morning did not open with the park, and I think they might be open now. Maybe not even all of the food items. I don't know. I heard it might be a shit show. We'll see. So, turns out the rumors are true. Not every single booth that was meant to open today is open, including the World Swirl Case. I think that's what it's called. The one behind me right here, which is where, what is this, Bubbles and Brine, that one is open. I don't do seafood, so I don't think I'm going to be eating anything from this specific booth, but we're gonna see what we could actually do today, because they're even handing out these little pamphlets, some of the cast members in front of the closed booths being like, hey, here's what else you could offer, what you could have here today, including dates, opening dates of the booth that is closed that's right behind them. And to be very clear, the festival started 2 months ago, so something's going on. One thing I will say that I am really thrilled about is that they're finally using this location. This was a Starbucks while the center of EPCOT was being constructed, where Starbucks is now over by Connections, and this is actually finally being used as a food booth. It was abandoned here for I don't know how long, maybe close to a year and a half, and this is a really, really good spot. Traffic-wise, it might be a bit of a problem, but we'll have to wait and see once this officially opens. Ma'am, please. What's going on? How mad are you?
Enraged.
Kristen, would you rather eat 10 of those shrimp or swim in the lagoon at EPCOT here?
The shrimp. I am like really scared of like swimming with creatures, so I would never go in any type of lake ever. Like, you could not pay me enough money to jump in a lake ever. Whether it's like a clear lake, like those people go in the clear kayaks. Absolutely not. Really? This is disgusting to me. Yeah.
So we're never. What happened when we go on the fireworks cruises in the boat? You okay?
Oh, like I'm fine in a boat. I would never ever go near that water.
Behind me sits the Disney 100 wall. Now, this is basically just a dressed up construction wall. We're going to highlight some of the stuff they're showing in this. It's all of EPCOT. It's all very cartoonesque. We'll show you exactly what we're looking at. So this entire wall is divided by this medallion. The entire right hand side is all World Showcase. Let me show you some of the things we could find here. Some characters. We have Snow White. We have the main feature of the Canada Pavilion not covered in scaffolding. And you could also apparently go back here, even though you haven't been able to go back there in a long time. I also do like that they have Brother Bear. Come close. You gotta come close. You gotta highlight this. Look at this. You have the two Brother Bear characters. Now, there are some characters that are featured around here that I want to show you that make no sense whatsoever, but hopefully that means we got some cool stuff in the future. Now, the main problem with this big mural is Future World. Obviously, there's a lot of fun stuff here, but there is some stuff that doesn't exist yet and or might not exist in the future. I don't know. Look at this. Lightning McQueen's over by Test Track. There is going to be a Test Track redo. They don't have any logos. They don't have any labeling here. Over here, you can find the Mission Space, the Space Pavilion, and Cosmic Rewind, but in between is where the Play Pavilion was. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, in 2019, the Play Pavilion was announced at D23, and they started construction. I've seen them constructing it, and then in 2020 they stopped, or I think even 2021 they might have stopped. I don't know what's happening with that, but you could find some of the characters that were going to be featured in there, including Baymax, all the way over here, just chilling right next to Connections Creations over here. So maybe that'll happen in the future. Also, there's only one character in here that is the most rare character. Kristen, do you know who this is? Who is this?
Oh, Pete the Dragon.
Who?
Isn't it Pete the Dragon?
I don't even know the name of this dragon. It's from the Sword in the Stone thing.
Oh.
Right? Huey, Dewey, Louie. Maybe they'll meet here. That'd be fun. They'd have to get some talented child actors that are willing to sweat, but we'll see. One thing that is consistent between all of the food booths here that are opening on today, which is, what is it, September
22nd. I know it. I got it down, the date. 22nd.
September 22nd, is that they're all Disney 100 food booths, and apparently these are going to last into the Festival of the Holidays, I believe.
These are Disney 100 food booths for the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company that happened a year ago, 6 months ago.
Yes?
Taylor, you don't have to get your card, do you?
I'm confused.
For those who are fans of cheese, here at the Wine and Wedge, they obviously have wine and cheese. We have assorted artisan cheeses and accompaniments. We have a fig something, that right there. We have Southern, why am I even attempting this? Let me just show you the actual foods. Okay, Negative Nancy, what's going on here?
Oh my God, we're still.
This one's on me. I got the wine and cheese flakes. I was like, love wine, love cheese. There's like 2 cheeses I don't like, blue cheese and pimento cheese, and they're both on this. But this one's on me. This is my fault. I didn't read.
Maria, say something positive.
I'm excited. I
does
think,
look good.
I mean, it's going to be interesting, but I did ask the guy before I bought, I said, what are the cheeses? If you don't get the wine one, you actually get interesting cheeses. So the one I got, which you'll see, is actually espresso cheese made with coffee, as well as a honeycomb that goes with a cheddar that is aged from Ireland.
Do you think I could request like Cheese Whiz? Like if you're asking what they like, just like, oh, could I actually get pepper jack and like it's not customizable, like this is not Subway or anything. One of the items that they have here at the cheese booth, I'm just going to call it that because it's way easier, is a fig bread that is with a lot of these dishes. Now what I want to know is Figment making this, or is it chunks of Figment? Because either of those has to be the case. What is fig? Does anybody know what fig is?
A fruit.
It grows on trees.
Fig Newtons. You ever had Fig Newtons as a kid?
Isn't that like a candy or a cookie?
Like a cookie that you were given as if it was healthy.
Yeah, I've definitely eaten this before. I've had this before. It's really hard. I feel like I'm gonna break my teeth. What do you want to say? What do you have to say?
I'm just giving your vlog some ASMR. Give it some. Ryan's gonna give some bread ASMR.
Oh my goodness, this is so good. You guys like bread? It's only has figs in it. This was made from Figment. I'm eating Figment today. Yummy. Hey.
Ryan, you should burp. That's what they do in ASMR vlogs.
Do they? I've never watched this stuff.
Yeah, you gotta chew really loudly and burp.
They don't do farts?
Sometimes, maybe.
Really? Okay. Ready? No, don't. Please don't. Next on our list of new food booths here is Char Chop, which is honestly the only one I'm looking forward to out of the new ones, and I'm probably going to be able to try everything on the menu. This is all meat-based stuff, obviously. We have roasted porchetta, we have Impossible spicy sausage, which I am most looking forward to, probably, and then also meat assorti. I mean, like assortment of meats, probably. It says ass right there. You see that? It says ass. Quickly, we're gonna have our resident foodie tell you exactly what we're looking at here in the actual physical ones that aren't just printed on the side of this board here.
Okay, so starting off with the roasted porchetta, this has a lemon parsley, salsa verde, and a shaved fennel salad. They had this a couple years back, and it was really good, so I'm expecting this year to be no different. Right here, we actually have a grilled Impossible spicy sausage with herbed polenta, puttanesca sauce, and ricotta. So this is not a plant-based dish. There is ricotta in that. It's vegetarian, but it's not plant-based. I'm sure if you ask for it without the ricotta, you can make this plant-based for yourself. Actually, really cool. They're currently grilling the Impossible sausages right next to us. Get that shot with the monorail, Ryan. The monorail's going by. Get the sausages with the monorail. Those little sausages with the monorail going by. What a clip this guy is getting over here. Next, we have the meat assorti. It's a trio of shaved meats with baby arugula, pickled mustard seeds, truffle oil, and a grilled ciabatta. I don't know, if you guys watch that guy on TikTok, he says it like that, ciabatta. Actually, what we should do, what you guys should do, it's too late for us, is you should go get the cheese board next door. Then you should come right here and get the meat board, so you can make your own like meat and cheese board for yourself.
So my mic cut out, but one thing I do really want to note here is that they have had this problem before with the Impossible sausage, the Impossible plant-based things. Over at the noodle booth, which funny enough is right next door, this one's actually sponsored by Impossible, yet there is no Impossible like plant-based option here. They actually use chicken broth on their plant-based item. So you can't, like, you can't even get anything that's fully plant-based at all because you can't just remove the broth from noodles. But I will say the spicy sausage from this booth is very good. I'd highly recommend getting it. All right, so I did devour my pork plate here. I was not the biggest fan. I mean, it was fine.
Then why'd you devour it?
because I was hungry.
This pork is amazing. It's okay, like if you don't like fat, you don't like this is like a fatty dish, but the fat just melts in your mouth and the flavor with the
Say bowel.
I don't know what I said. But there's like a chimichurri sauce on here, guys, and the flavor coming from that chimichurri is really, really good. It's like, this pork is great. Ryan's insane. I don't know what's wrong with him. There's something seriously wrong with him. We're definitely not related, and I definitely did not inherit his weirdness. Yeah.
Okay, so I was just thinking about it. So obviously the 100th anniversary is a little bit of a bummer already. I would love to see them introduce a brand new experience. I want to have them do a murder mystery on a monorail. And it'll just be on the EPCOT line, and they just have a murder mystery night, and they have drinks, and they have food, and yeah, it'll be like Murder in the Orient Express or whatever. That would be great, but it's Disney themed, and
Who are we murdering?
it would be like Figment or something. No, but it would get people to care. But no, it would be a villain's monorail crawl type thing.
Is there food involved?
There's food.
If they're serving dinner, that sounds fun.
That sounds great.
So before the pandemic, because we were going to book it, there used to be actually a monorail, like dessert and drinks crawl. So it was actually.
Didn't they? Wasn't it like? So you used to stop at every place, and then you used to get like an appetizer from like Contemporary, like your entree from like Kona, and then your dessert at Grand Flow. I think it was that.
Something that was hosted because we were going to book it, and then the whole world shut down. So it used to exist, and why don't they bring it back? How neat would that be to go with a group of people, make new friends? How neat.
Next up, we head over to the Land Pavilion to ride Soarin' over California, one of my favorite rides at Disney, like, ever, and I'm so happy that it's back. And one thing I'm honestly a little confused, but whatever, it is what it is that they don't have a Soarin' over California sign. They literally have a sticker that is sitting over the Soarin' around the world sign. It's weird. Can someone please tell me what the is this? What is this? Now taking flight? Did it ever say that in the past? It's literally just like a sticker put over the original one. I don't know if you could see that up close. They also have a 100th like emblem over there, which makes sense. But I've been told this by the person at the parking gate when I came in that it was only going to be running for a couple of months. Is the 100th just like over in 2 months? Why is it only running a couple months? I'm so confused. All jokes aside, this is honestly the main reason I am here today, is to ride Soarin'. I didn't even know there was new food booths opening until I was told late last night at Halloween Horror Nights. So I'm so thrilled. I don't know how much I'm going to be including from this because of copyrighted music purposes, but we will be showing you this amazing ride that I'm so glad it's back. Did you guys know that I flew out to California like a year and a half ago to just ride Soarin' when they were running it because it was California? I mean, I was out there for other content purposes as well, but yeah, I love this ride. Does that not prove how much I love this ride? One more piece of background about Soarin' over California. I rode it for the first time in 2002. Now, this was on a trip to California Adventure, and this was the only redeeming quality of that trip. Well, not the trip, but that day at least. If you don't know anything about California Adventure's history, that park was a disaster the first few years that it was open because there was like not a lot of stuff to do. There was not a lot of like thrilling rides whatsoever, and Soarin' literally saved that park from like shutting down. So that was part of the main reason why that's my favorite ride, and I'm so glad that California's here. Do you know about the Michael Eisner Easter egg?
Yeah, he's golfing, right?
Did you know that about 2 weeks ago it was confirmed that it's not him?
Really?
Yes. But yes, if you didn't know, Michael Eisner was rumored to be a part of this, mainly as the golfer in this scene right here. But I can tell you, that's unfortunately not the case. There was a panel at D23 the past 2 weeks ago now, where they were a bunch of Imagineers, one that was working on Soarin' over California, and they did confirm that this is not actually him, and that was just an internet rumor. Maybe even Michael talked about it at some point in the past, but yeah, it's not him. I'm sorry to disappoint. Can you do your best Soarin' pre-show impression?
Soarin' Tower, we are ready for takeoff. Hello, welcome to Soarin'. My name is Patrick. I'll be your chief flight attendant. We'll begin boarding in just a few minutes, but first I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information. When the doors to your flight open, I knew that one before.
So Ryan was not correct. We're at a little less than 10 years. According to most reliable of sources, Wikipedia. Soarin' over California, where am I there? It closed on January 4th, 2016, and Soarin' Around the World opened on June 17th, 2016. So there's about a 6-month gap with no Soarin', and they should have just not brought the new one and kept this one. So something funny about Soarin', our sister Julie, she like would always buckle through the center strap, like up to like 2 years ago. She's like 25. And obviously past the height indicator on the seat, but she would always use the center strap.
Weirdest part for me about this whole experience is that walking into like the actual theater building felt like it was the old Soarin'. Like nothing changed. Literally, yesterday it was playing Soarin' Around the World. They didn't do anything different. Maybe it's just the must from the combination of all the smells that they use in this one rather than the other one. But it's amazing. This is so much better than Soarin' Around the World. I'm really sorry for those who are fans of Soarin' Around the World. My hope is that they continue to show this beyond just right now. I'm hoping that like this becomes a seasonal thing like it is over in California. If you guys didn't know, Soarin' Over California runs in California at DCA, I think like 2 months out of the year during their Food and Wine Festival, which actually happens in the spring for them. And I'm hoping that this becomes a seasonal thing. I know during Food and Wine for us would be a long time because it is a longer period here. Maybe they do it during Festival of the Arts. That'd be really cool. The amount of nostalgia that I have for this ride is insane. And I just want to say that it's really good and it's worth the wait. Even if it's 60 minutes, it's worth the wait. While we were exiting, we did notice that there was like an extended queue from this morning that they were probably most likely using. I don't know, we were not here in the morning. We didn't show up till around noon, but this is an amazing ride. It's far superior. I'm sorry guys who are a fan of the other one, but yeah. And just like that, we are done for the day here at EPCOT. I want to say thank you guys for watching this video. I know there's a lot of other creators that are putting out these opening day, whatever, all these types of things, and thank you for choosing us. I know you probably watch other people as well. If you guys haven't yet, YouTube stuff, but also I do mention this in videos. The best way to help support is by sharing this video or your favorite video here on For the Love of Vlogging with a friend who loves theme parks just as much as we do. That really helps just get us out there more because yeah, YouTube's kind of hard. But thank you guys so much for being here. That's all for today. Thank you.